This is the third time I've had breast augmentation. Usually, people only need one surgery and that's enough, right? My journey with breast augmentation has been tough and exhausting. Years ago, I decided to get the surgery, but afterwards, one breast became very hard and swollen. Then, when I went back to the old clinic, they told me that I had fluid buildup, which led to capsular contracture. So they had to operate to remove the capsule, but kept the old implant for me. The second time, which was 4 months later, I decided to let them treat the capsular contracture, still keeping the old implant. But in less than a month, I experienced the same issue again, right at the same spot. This time, there still wasn't any serious problem yet. It wasn't until the third time, when I decided to go to Dr. Hui's team, that I was told to get an MRI scan and discover that the implant inside had ruptured, everyone. At that moment, I felt completely devastated. When I had the third surgery, I was honestly very, very exhausted, but I still tried to pull myself together and sought help from Dr. Hui's team. And what I want most right now is to find a way to fix this and not have to go through any more unfortunate situations like before.
Having to undergo 3 breast augmentation surgeries within 6 months is something nobody wants. However, given the current condition of the client, we are required to proceed as soon as possible. Because through the MRI images, we discovered that the implant had ruptured from the inside. This is a condition where capsular contracture has caused the implant to rupture. It's possible that during the second surgery, the issue of fluid accumulation wasn't thoroughly addressed, which led to continued fluid buildup and another episode of capsular contracture. And this led to the implant rupture. Now, let's continue watching the video to see what we find after removing the implant. Alright, welcome back everyone to Dr. Hui's surgery case. Today we have a case involving capsular contracture and implant replacement. Here, we're dealing with 2 different issues. First, the implant has ruptured from the inside out. One side is ruptured. There are 2 possible causes for this. The first is that capsular contracture caused the implant shell to weaken, and as you can see, both ends are already ruptured. However, with the current type of gel, even if it ruptures, the gel inside tends to stay together and doesn't leak out much. The second issue is that the patient had fluid accumulation here, which combined with the tissue, so we had to remove some tissue and drain the fluid. This could also be a main reason leading to capsular contracture, which then resulted in the implant rupture. This is just the doctor's diagnosis. It's possible that the initial cause wasn't the implant itself. Now, let's take a look at the results after the doctor's examination.
Hey everyone, take a look here. This is the image of the customer before the procedure, and here's the customer after the implant has been placed. And over here, the implant is experiencing capsular contracture. You can see it's become hard and swollen. It looks noticeably different. There, and the size is 315 cc. After we've removed the capsular contracture and drained the fluid, both sides of the chest are now more even, more beautiful, and look more natural.